Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chene Monique and I am doing a BBL question and answer video for you, so a Q&A video for you today. Ever since I posted my videos about my Brazilian butt lift and my journey, I've been getting tons and tons of questions. I knew I would get questions, but I underestimated basically how many questions I was going to get on a daily basis. And so since I can't go through all my comments and answer every single question, I thought I would do a Q&A video for you guys based on like the most common questions that I get and a lot of the questions that I didn't answer in my 6-week update in my original BBL video. So I just did a little list of questions that I've been getting asked a lot, and I'm going to go through those questions. As of right now, I'm 2 months post-op. I had my surgery September 8th. It is now November 9th, so I'm 2 months and 1 day post-op. And I just wanted to basically say a quick disclaimer. A lot of people are asking me a lot of medical questions. I have no problem with like answering, BBL questions, like common questions, but questions that have to do with your health and things like that, I cannot answer. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse. So when I get questions like I get a bunch of crazy questions, but should I stop smoking before surgery, or should I stop taking my birth control before surgery? Those are really good questions, just questions for your doctor to answer. I can't answer that for you. What I can do is tell you what my doctor suggested for me, but anything that has to do with health wise, I highly suggest speaking with your doctor or speaking with a doctor or nurse, and I'm not that, and I would hate to give you the wrong information. So but I do want to touch on questions that have been asked by me. And lastly, before I go into the questions, I want to also say I am not promoting my specific doctor for people to go to him. I'm a patient of his. I haven't been paid by him to do these videos and to talk highly of him. He doesn't even have an Instagram page. So he's not in it for the fame. He's not like Dr. Miami, who does Snapchats, really popular on Snapchat and Instagram. He just doesn't do that. And people have been saying that I was paid to do these videos for him and give him broadcasting. In all actuality, I'm not. I found him online after wanting a BBL for super long. I'm not from Florida, I'm from California, so I traveled across the country just to see this specific doctor based on the research that I did of him. So I am not affiliated with him in any way. I'm just giving my experience. And so now that is over, let's go into the questions. So the cost of my BBL, I've been getting this question a lot. I paid $5,300 for my surgery. That is with Dr. Hassan out of Eres Cosmetics, formerly known as Vanity Cosmetics in Miami, Florida. So the $5,300 included my surgery. It included one garment, so your faja after surgery, your garment. It included 2 lipofoams. It included 2 massages, and it also included a back triangle, so that goes in your back after your surgery. The ab board was not included. You had to purchase that separately. So $5,300 includes that amount of money. And so yes, I get that question a lot, and a lot of people, when I say $5,300, are alarmed at the amount, basically saying that's really low. Say hi. Yeah. Okay, watch out. Hi. Okay, baby, go. And so a lot of people say, that's really low for such a cosmetic surgery, and to each his own. Yes, it is cheaper than, surgeries that I had before. Yes, it is cheaper than California prices, but you also have to think about it. In Miami, basically in Miami, there's plastic surgeons on every block. So think of it like a McDonald's. There's a plastic surgery office on every single So when there's so many doctors competing for business, if you have a price tag that is completely different than a lot of other surgeons in that same area, you're not going to get business. So, you know, a lot of the doctors in Miami charge around that price, and that is pretty standard for them. If you go out of the country, it's even cheaper. So it's just basically where you are looking to get surgery. So $5,300 was my price. And again, it might change. Surgery changes all the time, so don't quote me on that. That was my actual quote. As far as the cost for my whole surgery in total, including the trip, the hotel, everything in general, I probably spent about 10 grand. And that is for everything, but that is just for medicine, hotel, flight, food, supplies, all of that. So it does add up. Next, moving on to pain. I get this question so much. How was the pain? What did you feel like after surgery? Honestly, for me, I have a high pain tolerance level, but honestly, the pain didn't get more than a 5 out of 10. And I wouldn't even say that it was pain. It's just more sore. You're very, very sore. The first couple of days after surgery, getting up out of bed, since you're laying flat, is the hardest part. But since I didn't get liposuction on my arms, I used a lot of my arm muscles to help me get up and out of bed. So that was a great help. Your abs, your side, your butt, everything is very, very sore and tender. Even being 2 months post-op right now, I'm still very, very sore and tender. So the pain is very, very bearable. It's not anything that is excruciating. It's just more uncomfortable. But that is just my personal opinion. But for me, basically the hardest was probably like 5 out of 10. And the next question I get a lot is, when can you sit? So my doctor says that you can sit after 6 weeks. Before 6 weeks, he advises you not to sit without a pillow before 2 to 3 weeks. So he knows people have to drive, they have life and things like that. He just doesn't want you to sit directly on your butt flat for the first 6 weeks. So now that I'm past 6 weeks, I am sitting on my butt flat without my pillow, and I feel just fine. So 6 weeks is the max. How was the plane ride was the next question that a lot of girls ask me, especially traveling out of state. My plane ride from California to Florida was about 5.5 hours. So getting there was fine. Getting back was fine too, because I was lucky enough to actually not have a full flight back. So not having a full flight back allowed me to go to the back of the airplane and lay across the 3 seats. I flew on Virgin America, and so they were very, very nice and accommodating, and so I didn't have to sit on my butt at all, and I took my medicine and I was asleep for a majority of the ride. And I also had my pillow for when I didn't want to lay down anymore and I wanted to sit up and watch a movie. So if you don't have the luxury of being able to lay flat across 3 seats, definitely just sit on your pillow for takeoff and landing. And then also you can, okay Giselle, please mama, please, thank you. Sorry. Anyway, so you can actually stand up in the back of where the bathrooms are, and you can actually stand up. So the plane ride itself was fairly easy for me. So if you don't have the luxury of sitting or laying flat on the back of the airplane, like I said before, just sit on your BBL pillow and make sure you're not sitting for too long. I would say 30 minutes to an hour maximum, then get up and walk around, just so you don't form any blood clots or anything like that. So moving on, do you recommend your doctor? Yes. I mean, that's just about it. I do recommend my doctor based on my experience. A lot of people like to bring up things they find on the internet, which is totally fine because that's your due diligence. You're supposed to look up and research your doctor, which I did, and I still saw everything in his past or in his background and all the things that was going on around his name. I still decided to go with him, and I am living proof that he is an amazing doctor. I love my results. My experience with him was great. His bedside manner was great. His staff was great. His facility was great. I honestly can't say anything negative about my doctor. the only thing that I would say is that don't believe, you know, everything that you hear and see on the internet. Do your own research. Reach out to past patients of his. Ask about their experience and just kind of figure it out on your own. Because if I would have made my decision on him or judged him based on what I found on the internet, I probably wouldn't be sitting right here doing these videos for you. So yes, I do recommend my doctor, Dr. Anthony Hassan, out of Eres Cosmetics in Miami, Florida. Now, on my list of questions that I have prepared for you guys, I didn't put this question, but since we're on the topic of my doctor, and I just recently saw a comment on one of my latest videos. Basically, a young lady was kind of bashing my doctor, letting my viewers know that he was not board certified. I just wanted to take the time to kind of give you guys some real information based on my doctor. So a lot of the controversy around him is that he's not board certified. My God, never. I'm never. A lot of the controversy around my doctor is that he's not board certified, and that he's not board certified in plastic surgery. He is a dermatologist. Okay, I don't mind people being inquisitive about him or about his credentials, but a lot of the backlash that I've been getting based on my doctor is that, oh, he's a murderer. He doesn't have any credentials. He's not a plastic surgeon. He's a dermatologist. He's this, he's that. And it starts to get agitating. It starts to get me really angry, because it's one thing to have an opinion based on somebody, and there's another thing to bash a doctor when you have no clue what you're talking about. And then to come to my page and comment on it, you're basically saying that I'm a dummy for going to this supposedly dermatologist and risking my life. So I just want to address this with the utmost respect, because I'm tired of people thinking they know something about Dr. Hassan when they really don't. Okay. Anyways, so here is Dr. Hassan's profile on the ABC surgeon profile. If you don't know what the ABCs are, I don't know how you're ever going to get plastic surgery, but the ABCs are the American Board of Cosmetic Surgery. So if you type in this little box when you go to the American Board of Plastic Surgery, if you type in Hassan, if you type in Dr. Hassan on this page, it will pull up his profile. He does not have a picture on there, and once it pulls up his profile, it says there's no information found on him. But if you click right here to his credentials, if you click right there to his credentials, it will show you, I hope you can see that, it will show you ABC's certified. He was certified in 2002. And then he was recertified in 2012 in general cosmetic surgery. So that's just on the American Board of Cosmetic Surgery. That's one of his credentials that people are trying to say that he doesn't have. I can't make that up. All you could do is go to the website yourself and type it in. I'm not making it up. I'm not lying. You could find out yourself. I just did. And type in his name. Also, yes, he is a dermatologist. That was his first career choice when he became a doctor. He was board certified in dermatologist. And if you don't know what a dermatologist is a doctor that works with the skin. You primarily know them when you go to the dermatologist when you have acne, things like that. But what a lot of people don't understand is dermatologists are some of the #1 leading doctors in plastic surgery. Plastic surgery has to do with the skin. That's what a dermatologist specializes in. When you're liposuctioning, you are dealing with the skin elasticity, removal of the fat from the skin grafting, fat grafting, everything like that. So to have a doctor that is proficient in dermatology is something that is is a great attribute to being a cosmetic surgeon, because they are going to take care of your skin. But I mean, again, they will be the naysayers. So he is certified on the abcs.com. You can search it yourself. He is a dermatologist, but he is a cosmetic surgeon. And just in case you guys need a little bit more information, in the state of California, in the state of Florida, and I have to research other states, but as far as Florida, where he practices surgery, you do not have to be a plastic surgeon to perform surgery. He is a certified doctor. He went to school for 6+ years to get his doctorate license. He is a doctor. So you can go to an emergency room and have surgery done by a doctor, and it's totally legal and it's totally fine. You do not have to be a board certified plastic surgeon to perform surgery. So a lot of these people are saying that he's doing illegal surgeries. Where? He has earned his right to do surgery. So I'm not going to go into it and keep going on and on about it, because if you were someone that was truly considering this doctor, you would do your own research and find out that he is board certified, and you'll be fine. So everyone else that's being negative towards him, they really don't matter to me, because it's not true. But anyways, I just thought I would touch on that subject for the people that are very, very interested in going to Dr. Hassan, but have heard some things about him and were unclear. So if you do want to find out that, again, that is the American Board Cosmetic Surgery.org, ABCs. And that is, again, Dr. Hassan's profile on that page. There we go. And so yeah, moving on from that, the next question that I get a lot is, should I wait to have kids? One of my good friends actually asked me this. She has one son and she really wants to get this procedure done, and she asked me, should I wait till me and my boyfriend are done having kids? I personally would say yes, wait, because you don't want to spend all this money, time, and let's be honest, the pain on going through a surgery if you are planning on having more kids and putting your body through more trauma. I personally say wait, have your kids, and then go ahead and treat yourself to this procedure. If you don't want to wait and you haven't had kids but you want to have this surgery, by all means, there's nothing wrong with that. But my personal opinion, I would wait till you are done having kids, just so you don't have to go through the process again or lose any results. So that is a question that I get. And then, so I know this question is going to be really weird and uncomfortable, but I actually get this question so much, and people ask me, how did I poop after surgery? And I mean, I have no problem answering it. I just thought it was funny. I didn't think anyone would really care how I pooped after surgery. But since obviously it is a surgery that involves your butt and not being able to sit, you know, and you have to sit when you poop. So the first time I actually pooped after surgery was 10 days after. I was so constipated and backed up, and you are recommended to take a laxative to help you poop, but I'm not into laxatives because I just don't want to have an upset stomach and I'm walking like through the airport and I like literally shit on myself. So I just held off on that. So when my body naturally started to digest everything and I had to use the restroom, it literally was the most uncomfortable thing I think I've went through in so long. You can't sit and your butt is so stiff and hard. Think of it like, literally, I have pumpkins right here. This is so funny. So this is your butt, and your butt is normally soft and jiggly, and so when you poop, it kind of like opens and it could go down. But literally after surgery, your butt is so hard and stiff, you're like straining to push the poop out and it's like sticking to your butt. It's just like so uncomfortable. It's nasty. And so I do suggest taking your laxatives. Like, just take the laxatives, listen to the doctors, and you should be fine. But what I also do suggest is that every time you poop after surgery for the first month or so, hop in the shower, hop in the bath, hop into some water, because you wipe and you might still have stuff down there because you don't understand, like your butt is so stiff and hard. It's just one of those things. So I would say hop in a shower and really wash and cleanse yourself after taking a poop, especially after having surgery. So yep, it was not fun at all. So definitely take your laxatives. Next are my before pics. A lot of people ask me about my before pics and like, can you show us how you looked before? I have a Real Self page, which is my plastic surgery page, and you can find me by my name, Chene Monique. So it's Chene and then Monique. I have all my before pics up on there, and also my experience documented via typing is on there. So Real Self is a place that you can find some before pics. And then also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you can scroll back on my timeline and look at some before pics as well. And that is also Chene, Chene, and then Monique, Monique. So you can see pics on there. And at the end of this video, I'll actually pull up some pictures on my phone and show you some as well up here. So moving on to the next question. I only have a couple more questions, guys, so it won't be much longer. How to stuff your garment. So I'm actually going to do a video on how I stuff my garment. It's going to be like a 5-minute video that I'll upload maybe a couple days after this one. And how I can explain to stuff your garment is, you want to put your faja on, you want to get your lipofoams, and you want to put one in the front, one on the side, and one on the side, so that your whole front is compressed and also your sides. Then you want to put your triangle, like your lower back triangle that looks like that. You want to stuff that in the back, and you want to sit it right above your butt crack on the curvature of your back. And then you want to put your ab board right in front of that center lipofoam. You never want to put your ab board directly on your skin, because that's when you start to get abnormalities and starting to get disfigurements around your stomach and getting like lines. And once you start forming lines on your stomach, fluid starts to build up in those areas and harden. So you do not want to put your ab board directly on your skin. Always put a lipofoam and then an ab board so you have some cushion. And then I just put my faja on, button it up, zip it up, whatever. And I also sometimes wear a waist trainer around. I know that's not recommended, but I do it and I like it and it's worked for me. But if your doctor says no waist training, then listen. Okay, and I'll do a video for you guys, an actual visual video on how to do that too for you guys. So the worst part of my post-op is always the question that I get, like, what's the worst part after having surgery? A lot of people think it's the fact that you can't sit. For me, it's the swelling. I literally am still swelling 2 months after surgery. Anytime I take off my garment, I swell up within an hour, and it's so uncomfortable. Your back hurts, you're stiff. If someone touches you, you're tender. So it's like you have to live in your garment for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, however long it takes you to stop swelling. So swell hell is literally the worst part of post-op, taking care of yourself after surgery. There's some things you can do to help with the swelling, like keeping your garment on, drinking lots of water, which I don't do, and staying away from salty foods. Salt retains water in the body, so when you have a lot of salt in your body, the salt absorbs a lot of the fluid and holds on to it, causing water retention. So basically you pee less and you're not releasing out those fluids. So you want to make sure that you're using the restroom a lot and peeing, staying away from salty foods, and drinking lots of fluid. So swelling was the worst part. Of course, I get the question, is my butt hard? Yes, at first it was hard. In the middle, it started to soften up, and now it is soft. I do have some hard spots in it still, but again, I'm only 2 months post, but it is soft, it jiggles, it moves, it's fat, so it's not hard or blocky or anything like that. And then my pre-surgery weight was 162 pounds. So prior to having surgery, I was 162 pounds. Surgery only takes off about 10 to 15 pounds depending on your surgeon. So you want to make sure that you are in a weight range that if you were to lose 15 pounds, you would be happy. So yes, I was 162. And my height, a lot of people think I'm a lot taller than I am. I'm really not. I'm only 5'4". So I am pretty short. I have a short torso. I have short legs and a short upper body. I'm just short. So yeah, that's me. And then last but not least, Dr. Hassan's contact information. I get asked probably 5 times a day, how can I contact your doctor? And I feel so bad because I was giving out the wrong information. How I booked him was through Vanity Cosmetics, and over the last couple of weeks, Vanity has changed their name to Eres Cosmetics, which is ERES Cosmetics. They have an Instagram page, but I don't know if you could get a lot of information on that Instagram as of right now. So I'm gonna, let me look up their information. I'm gonna try to look up their information on Yelp for you guys, just so I can give you their phone number and things like that. While I'm looking that up, I'll also give you my measurements. So right now my hips are still holding at a 44 inches, and my waist, I'm at a 26, and with swelling about a 27-inch waist. So my results are still holding up. I do feel that my butt did get smaller, but after thinking about it for a while, I don't necessarily think that my butt got smaller. What I think happened was my butt dropped and it's not as high and stiff, and also the swelling went down. Okay, so this is Eres Plastic Surgery on Yelp. I don't know if you could see it, but their phone number is, sorry, I thought my camera died. Their phone number is 305-262-1443. Dr. Hassan's medical assistant's name is Kayla. I worked with Leo Marley, that was my coordinator, and Dr. Anthony Hassan is his name. Make sure that you let them know you were referred by Chene, Monique. Obviously, that really doesn't do much for me. It's just that you're letting them know that you're interested, and I recently went to them and my results are something that you're interested in. And so that is how you can book with him. And so yeah, that's pretty much a lot of the questions that I was asked as far as my surgery. I'm going to try to log into my realself.com, my Real Self account, so I can show you some before and before pictures. But other than that, if you guys have any other questions for me that I did miss, hopefully I kind of answered most of them. Feel free to comment or email me at chene.monique@gmail.com. I will do a private email with you and kind of give you the information back. And also make sure that you guys follow me on Instagram, just so you can see kind of updates. What was so fun, like I just did a couple of days ago, I actually purchased some new jeans, and I never really wore jeans before because of my stomach, but I actually purchased some jeans, and the funny part was that I was the same size in jeans, but my waist was so tiny that my jeans had to get altered. So that was a fun little thing for me that was new for me. I actually got to get my jeans altered. That's another thing that you want to think about after having surgery. Nothing is going to fit you, like for real. It's just not going to fit you anymore. So let me see. Here's my Real Self profile. My profile. And I'll show you guys my pictures before I leave you guys. So here is a picture of me before. This was taken, I think maybe a month pre-op. And So here we go. I don't know why it will make it look bigger. So as you can see, I was very, very wide on my stomach. I didn't have a small waist. I had natural hips, but I had a lot of stomach fat, and I was very, very wide, had lots of love handles and rolls. And from the side, as you can see on this picture, I really didn't have, again, a small waist or a really, really nice shape. And my butt really was kind of just square. And to see better pics, obviously go on that Real Self page. This is just so you can kind of see what I was working with. So that is my Q&A video for you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Honestly, when I started doing these videos, I basically underestimated the overwhelming need for these videos. So I'm so happy that you guys love these. I truly am happy that you guys support me, you guys comment, you guys have given me so much positive feedback, and that just really makes me happy, and it makes me really excited that I did these videos and I wasn't afraid or ashamed to do these for you guys. So I wish you dolls nothing but the best on your surgery journey. I want to see all your results. Tag me on Instagram and I will comment, and thank you so much. Bye guys.